Hello, everyone, and welcome to a flashback of a very old horror game. Well, it can seem kind of corny nowadays, but this is a game that I purchased a very, very long time ago. It's called Dark Seed. Some of the imagery will seem rather familiar, but some of it will is kind of lame, but some of it will seem kind of familiar because most people have seen the movie Alien, the original one, and well, art design from the same person is a thing. So, yeah, this is a game that has the same art design from the same person as Alien of the Dark World, anyway, by the lovely person named as H.R. Geiger. Yeah. So, if you've seen the art of Alien, I think there was actually a story about him being stopped because of his artwork one time because people were disturbed by it. Yeah, pretty interesting. So, let's get started in the lovely, creepy, demonic world of Darkseed here. Yeah, point and click adventures of the 90s. After a horrifying nightmare, Mike Dawson awakens to the first day in his new house. Lovely, lovely. This game is a little bit on a time limit, by the way. So I do have a walkthrough loaded up because it is on a time limit. So I do have a walkthrough. So the deal is trying to get this thing solved in a timely manner so that things get done rather quickly. So let's get this party started and get through. I am familiar with the house. This is the hallway. If we can spook around in the hallway. Because I familiarized myself with the controls and stuff beforehand. And of course I familiarized myself with the house. So let's get started. Let's make sure we start clicking and investigating all the things. As one would in this thing. Because that's what you do in point-and-click adventure games. There's a bulge in the trench coat. I have something in the pocket. His head feels like it's about to explode. We're getting to your medicine, Mr. Dude. But as he tries to unravel the mystery of his house, we're going to unravel the mystery of why he's in his house. Yeah, if you start having some creepy, freaking nightmares the moment you walk into a house, then I'll freaking move out of the house. You know, that's what I would do. And again, the mirror is dirty. You look great. Then again, the mirror is dirty. You say that he's ugly, I guess. Question. Slightly worn fashion bathtub. Oh, nice. Shower ourselves clean. Get ourselves all nice and snazzed up. Even though he wears the same clothes the entire time. He like gets in he gets in the shower wearing his clothes, and he gets out of the shower wearing his clothes. He couldn't have panned. Welcome to the lovely awesomeness of the freaking 90s. You know, it's a thing. This game was kind of overshadowed in a way by Sierra games, unfortunately, because it wasn't a Sierra game. But because there was also Phantasmagoria, which is considered a pretty good horror game for its time. But this one's like the one with the creepy art style. But this one doesn't hold your hand. Let's put it that way. We also now have our lovely blueprint, so we can look at the blueprint of our house. So we can see that we have the study, an entryway, a living room, a kitchen, and a secret passageway. We have 2 secret passageways. One that connects to the downstairs and one that connects to the upper stairs. So let's go into our lovely, awesome secret passageway. Here it is. Yes. We unlocked our secret passageway, guys. Any other things that I can do? Collector's item. I would not live in this house. When it's dusty and old. It's dusty and old. Like, goodness, he bought a house, I guess probably super cheap, and probably got a super duper cheap house, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna live in the super duper incredibly cheap house, and the doorbell's ringing. The wall is cold to the touch. Let's go get the doorbell. The doorbell goes ring ring. Let's go get our doorbell. The wall seems hollow here. We just came from it. Let's go through the door and go to the doorbell so we can see our first taste of utter and absolute spoopiness in the real world. Well, besides this weird nightmare. I know. I'm coming. Hello. What have you got for me? Yeah, I actually had the CD copy of this game, and my original CD copy, when I tried to use it, would freeze on the scene. Just wouldn't load, it would just freeze. I got to see this thing for all eternity. Yeah, look at this fantastic thing. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's great. Okay. So, time crunchiness. So we got our spoopy doll delivered to our house. I don't know why. We want the spoopy doll. So let's just step outside for a moment and get our lovely, awesome newspaper. Because who wouldn't want our newspaper every day? That's the thing. Crime by night. Woodland Hills have increasingly struck by an incredible crime wave. Police have no suspects to date, but urge citizens not to stay out too late at night unless large groups of people. It has been explained to this reporter that police officials and citizens alike are doing everything in their power to blah 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 blah. To round out suspects of blah 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 blah. Stolen all blah blah blah. A whole bunch of crap. Basically, the town is crazy. It's like a Twilight Zone episode. You ever watch some really old Twilight Zone? Some of them are weird. Really old Twilight Zone stuff. Or really weird. Like really weird. So let's go upstairs, and I think my next thing to do is answer the phone. Because it says the phone is ringing at the bottom of the screen there. Hello? Day before cell phones.
Hello.
Hello, Mike. This is Sue at the library. We have a book on hold for you, so please drop by sometime.
Cool things, Chickadee. Cool thing. Yes, this game is from the 90s. And the version of this game that I'm currently running, I said my CD copy would freeze. The game is pretty much abandonware at this point. You can find this game. You can find the game as an abandonware at this point. I mean, I legitimately own this game. I actually bought this game in the 90s. It's like one of those things that I managed to legitimately get a hold of. I probably still have my receipt somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is, but I probably still have it somewhere. Like, I hoard receipts. By the way, this trunk is locked. So, it won't actually let me in this trunk. Very rusted padlock. Because as I said, I was familiarizing myself with controls, so I know some stuff about it. And I said I've played this game before, but we are going to check some stuff out here. So, a sturdy handle. See an old rusted pocket watch. You can barely see some of these things on the ground. Anything else in here? No. Out here. Anything cool out here? There's a statue. Seems very sturdy. Apparently you can rope the ground. But anyway, as I said, this game is abandonware as its sequel because no one's re-released it. I'm surprised the GOG has not got this game at all, because they've got all the old games such as the King's Quest and stuff like that. So that is a thing. I'm surprised they haven't got this game. Maybe there's compatibility issues, or maybe it's crazy copyright issues with the H.R. Geiger artwork. I'm not sure. It is quite possible that it could be some issues with that. Not sure. Yeah. It's unfortunate because I actually think it's quite interesting in its own way. I think that's everything. Can I get inside of the car? Oh, you can. But so pretty much you just have to deal with the. Yeah, we'll listen to that while we're here. But you have to run this like an emulator, because right now I have my screen resolution at 800 by 600. So that's pretty much the craziness of this world that I have to do. Yeah, let's conserve our battery. If the battery still works on the car, let's not destroy it. Okay, I think we're done in this room. Sounds like a plan to me. All right, so I guess that is a shortcut to get back to that trunk. I have a crowbar now. I can open that trunk with a rusted padlock, which is pretty cool. I mean, he's got a very drafty house. Why hasn't he closed up the stuff? Why is he living in a house like this? Like, I wouldn't live in a house with open windows and all this other garbage. I mean, he had to get this thing really super cheap. An old diary. Ooh. Spoopiness. Okay, let's read the spoopiness, guys. See what's going on here. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Not long after I moved into this house, I began to get some terrible headaches. I never suspected what was wrong until I started seeing things shift back and forth before my eyes. People's faces, even places in my own house. Something terrible was going on. So terrible, no one would have ever even guessed. I found my own answers on the other side. But I grew so fearful that I moved the mirror to the garage, for fear that something would come through to attack me. Who are these ancients? Why do they want so badly to come to our world? What distant galaxy did they come from? I have tried to find these answers, but I cannot pass the sentry which guards the way to the archives. If I only had more time, but it's obvious to me. And that is all. So, it's a whole bunch of crap that has happened. So, it's not just this guy, it's the previous dude too. Whoever the previous dude was. The previous dude also had some crap happen to him. And apparently he left the journal. And so that's what I have. I'm having to unravel the previous mystery of the house. So, you know what I would do to this freaking house? Burn it to the freaking ground. That's what I would do. Let's go prowl the places. I don't know if I need anything else at the moment. What do I have on me? I have money, the library thing, and all that good stuff. Now I do. Let me bring up the pause menu for a moment. As I said, I do have the walkthrough loaded because of time constraints. Because we want to get this thing rolling. Because we sound like a party here. Give me just a moment. Okay, our mission now would be to go to the library. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Library it is. Because we had the call to go read this book. We also have the card that we can deal with as well while we're there. Which we haven't even looked at either. So let's look at that. It's the overdue library card. It's like one of those. I wonder if they still have them anymore. It's those little stamp cards from a book insert for a copy of The Lord of the Rings. Of course. Somebody was a fan of Lord of the Rings. Pretty cool. So let's mosey on to town. We have a police station, a food market, a barber, and the library. Let's go in the library. Let's go talk to Sue, who gave us a little ring on our phone. You know, the day before cell phones, guys. 1992. You could have, like, phones you could plug in your car, but those things were expensive. Hi, Sue.
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Here's the book that was put on hold for you.
Thanks, Sue. I can't read any of that text hardly. Of course, it changes. Tune into the rat station for a dependable word from a concerned friend. Okay. The rat station. What's the rat station? Thanks, Sue. Now, what do we do with this library card?
This card really should be kept with the book. You'll find that one in aisle C. It's the one with the green cover.
Green cover. I'll see. What's this way? This is. Oh, this is a. This is one of those old thingies. Microfilms. I don't even think things have microfilms anymore. Do they start scan everything like in computers now? Because it wouldn't make more sense to just scan these computers. I haven't been to a library in forever, so I wouldn't know. I haven't been to a library since like, oh gosh, probably like 10 years. She said, I'll see green cover. What screw colorblind people over giving us specific colors? Especially with this weird muted color. Some of these things might look the same. There's a scrap of paper hanging out. Alright. I know that I am doomed, so I will hide the pieces of this journal for someone to find later, and hopefully solve the mystery which has baffled me. In the midst of my certain dread that something terrible is happening to me, I had a light moment the other night when old man Tuttle grabbed the key to my clock and swallowed it. What a joker. Imagine how shook I was to learn the old guy had a stroke only a week later. It has occurred to me that I may need to retrieve that key to service the clock. I can get it if I have the guts. Pressing left above right will get me in. Left above right. Left above right will get me in. Another thing on my mind is the whole thing with... and it trails off. Left above right. I have to keep remembering left above right. Left above right will get me in. So that's something to remember because that seems like a key command. Left above right. Let's save. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? I'm going to save it as save B. And I do have saves in here just when I was messing around. Cool. Now, what I'm going to do is bring up the save menu. It takes a minute. And leave the episode here today. We will continue next time with this crazy guy's journey to find out what crazy stuff's going on. And eventually see the dark world. Because we won't spend too crazy much time in there, I don't think. But we will. We will. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and next time we will continue. But look at this creepy picture. Look at this artwork. I used to be an art freak, so I think that's what drew me to this game. I liked weird art, and the art's cool. I still like weird art, but yeah, I'll leave it here. See you next time. Bye.